Hi! Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I know that we have a bunch of new people here today. My name is Mads. Between this video and my last video, we have doubled our subscriber count because my last video got quite a lot of views. So everyone, welcome or welcome back. I'm also happy Pride, everyone. I know I'm a bit late, but better late than never to go thank your local gay in your life. They do a lot of work for you. But anyways, today we have a different project than the last few videos I have done. We'll be making a lamp today. My little brother is I guess for context, this was a request given to me by my little brother, who is a big antler, like a deer antler hunter. Every single day it seems like he goes out and hunts for deer antlers in the woods around our house, and he found a pair that he wanted me to just turn into something, was his request. And my immediate thought was a lamp. These are the victims today. The idea that I am going to go with is, here, hold on one second. I'm going to move the microphone. So if you've ever seen the ghost trees out in like swamps and stuff like that, I think they very much look like deer antlers when they're sitting like this. Like this to me looks like a ghost tree. And if you know anything about deer, a lot of the times the mama deer will leave their babies hiding in marshes and stuff like that while they go off and eat. So my thing was, if I get these antlers in the position to like look like a tree, like this, I can sculpt a base around the bottom here to look like a marsh, and then sculpt a baby deer down at the bottom who is waiting for his mama to come back for him. So that was my immediate thought. So the order of operations, as I have planned it out in my head, is first we need to sculpt the baby. I'm gonna have him like laying down, like he's hunkered down in the tree. And then after the baby is sculpted, we need to sculpt up the base of the lamp. I'll show you. I went out and thrifted one of these lamps. I got it because of the curve here. I think that that'll flow well with the tree. So we're gonna sculpt the base here. I'm gonna try and sculpt it tall enough to that when the antlers are placed on, they fully cover this top portion of the lamp. And then using foam clay to do that, I'm gonna put the baby sculpture in there, spray paint everything, prime it, and then go ahead and paint everything. Well, I guess when I put the baby in, I'll put the antlers in as well. Probably gonna use epoxy resin to attach the antlers together and to the lamp. And then from there, it's just painting and, detailing and stuff like that. I haven't done much sculpting, if like at all, really. So this is definitely going to be a test of my artistry. But I think I can do it. It's a deer, and I'm only really sculpting little baby. I was thinking about sculpting a bird to be like sitting on top of the ghost tree. I guess without further ado, I am going to turn on the show that I'm currently binging and start sculpting for the rest of the day. It's a nice dreary day here, so I'm happy to start sculpting. But without further ado, let's go. Welcome to the Sculpt Zone. Yeah, this is a sculpting channel now, living up to my middle school dreams here. But anyways, here's the clay I bought. It is literally just store-brand polymer clay. I'm sure I will come to regret that here at the end, but I figured I don't want to spend all that money if I don't know how it's going to turn out. So we're gonna start with this. Got all my sculpting tools here, my silicone mat, and the most important part, tinfoil. Because if you've ever watched all of the like, I don't even know what to call it. I'm gonna call it, you know, like D&D, Warhammer, crafting channels, you know, like specifically, what is that guy's name? Whatever. All of those channels where they're like, you know, sculpting stuff for their like D&D or Warhammer campaigns and stuff. They always fill their stuff out with tinfoil first. One, to save on clay, and then also just to, you know, save on bulking time. To get started, I've gone ahead and put together a mood board of all of the stuff that I think I need to be doing. All of the inspiration, all of that stuff. It's a Melon board. I love Melon, not sponsored, but Melon is great. Gone ahead and put together all of my inspiration images for my, you know, sculpting ideas, primarily just images of like baby deer laying down, you know, like nothing crazy. I will say one downfall on a lot of those images is that they only show the front, which, you know, is the really cute part with like the baby deer face and stuff like that. But what does the back look like? What does the back look like? I don't know. I'm going to try and make that up, I guess. But for now, I have made myself an iced coffee. It is blueberry cobbler coffee with oatmeal cookie creamer. Sounds a lot sweeter than it is. I promise it is not a sweet drink. I don't like sweet drinks. I just want those flavors without the sugar. So, regardless, I am going to sit here and just sculpt for the rest of the evening. I'm so excited. And hopefully by the end of the day, we got a baby deer that we can throw in the oven. So I have finished sculpting all that I think I can sculpt before baking it and solidifying everything. And then going in and, you know, sanding and, you know, adding things like the eyes, some of the nose details, you know, things like that I think the deer needs to be solid for before I can add those in. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake my baby. I guess you could say there's a bun in the oven. I'll be here all day. As a quick aside, I went out this morning to try and go to my favorite store of all time. It's one of those like stores where you walk in and there's like a bunch of different like local shop vendors like just permanently in the store. Just to find out that they filed for bankruptcy and have permanently closed all locations, of course. So I got really upset. So I went to my one to buy birdseed because retail therapy, unfortunately, is a thing. And I discovered that right next door to the place that I get all of my birdseed, there was a used bookstore that I had never noticed before. And I was like, well, shit, since I can't go to my favorite boutique now, let me go inside this used bookstore. Quick trigger warning. I'm a weeb. I watch a lot of anime. I'm a big anime nerd. So naturally in the used bookstore, I found the manga section. All of these were $50. Typically one of these volumes, because these are the 3-in-1 volumes, would be about $15. These were $5. If you have not been used book shopping before, you should. Support your local used small businesses, because that is absolutely insane. I also found a little vampire book called The Quick. It seems like a modern day Dracula type thing. So that'll be getting started tonight. But yeah, go support your small businesses, because they tend to have really incredible collections like that. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to my porch. So today, what I'm going to try and get into is using foam clay that I got from the Foamery to build up the base of the lamp so that, it looks like a marsh. Because currently it does not. So I'm going to sand the base here so that the foam sticks a little bit easier. And then once the base has been, curated to the point where I think I can let it dry, I'm going to stick the baby. Woo! Yeah, baby! In there so that it has, the shape for the area later for when I glue it in there. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the antler, where I stick it in there so that, it has the shape while it's still wet. So that when I glue it in later, it has a space to sit in. So I'm going to go ahead and start. This is also, I guess I'll say, my first time using foam clay. I've heard only good things about it from the cosplayers, so I'm pretty excited about this. So I've gone ahead and set that inside to dry. And while that is drying, I guess I'll go ahead and epoxy the two antlers together while I'm outside. So I bought this, 5-minute epoxy. You just push the plunger down and the two parts mix, and you have 5 minutes to mess with it. Hopefully I don't ruin the antlers. last night I went to an Evanescence concert. Oh my gosh. Amy Lee is everything. She sounds, I think, even better in person than she does recorded, which I didn't know was possible. But it was such a fun show. She played for so long. I think they went on stage at like 9 and then didn't get off until 10 or 11, I'm sorry. It was a whole like 2-hour set. It was crazy. But anyways, for the time being, probably not going to get much done on the lamp today, because this needs to, it's right there. It needs to dry, which it could take anywhere between 24 and 48 hours. I think it's going to take closer to 48. But in the time being, I will just be waiting on that to dry.
Come on already!
It's dry. So it's been a few days since the enfoaming of the base here. It needed the whole weekend to dry, apparently, which is fine because I worked the whole weekend, and I planned that. I planned that whole thing out with here. So what I think we're going to get up to today is kind of detailing up the base itself. So I went ahead and got some potting soil from my planting station outside, I guess I'll call it. And the plan is to coat the base in Elmer's glue and sprinkle that on top to, make it like a sandy marsh type ground, right? Once that's on, I went ahead and bought these to be cattails, and then also like marsh reeds and grasses and things like that. I'm going to trim these down a lot because they are obviously huge relative to the size of the deer. But I think these will make great detailing for surrounding the base of the tree here, so that it does actually look like the deer is supposed to be hiding in the marsh grass, Once those are on, I think I'm gonna, to put them on, I think I'm just gonna put some super glue on the ends of the grass blades. And since it's foam, it's easily pierceable, so I'm just gonna stick it right in there. After that is done, I'm just gonna spray paint the entire thing brown, including the lamp itself. One, because I want it to be more of a blank canvas when I paint everything, and that'll also seal a lot of this stuff in. And two, I don't want a silver lamp. That's going to look ugly. This is a nature scene. I don't need a silver lamp, so it's going to be brown. After that, I mean, hypothetically, I would attach the antlers as the tree. I will show you that. So it's going to be probably sitting like this, likely. And as you can see, I have already, you know, kind of built up the foam here as a tree base. And once this is attached to the lamp and the foam down here, I'm going to build the foam up the tree a little bit more so that it blends a bit better, so it actually looks like a tree coming out of the ground. But I think all we're going to get done today is maybe the detailing of the base. It rained today, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to spray paint, just because that spray paint doesn't tend to react well with humidity. But we'll see how much we get done today. Either way, let's get started. Can you tell I got a new toy? So instead of doing anything productive last night on the lamp, well, I guess technically I was waiting for the lamp to dry before I could do anything on it. I decided to spend 5 straight hours balling my yarn. As one does, you know? But this morning the lamp is dry. Sorry. And not humid outside, so I think I can go ahead and spray paint the base. I forgot that the spray paint I got is metallic because I wanted the lamp to have some shine to it, but hopefully that doesn't interfere with any of the painting I need to do on the base later on. It shouldn't, and if it does, then I'll just, you know, base coat over the whole thing later. It's not that big of a deal. But once that is spray painted, I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint the grasses and stuff. And then that might be all I'm able to get done today. We'll see. We'll see how fast the spray paint dries and see how fast I can get the grasses and stuff detailed and attached. But that should be the game plan for today. So the other day, my partner and I had a little movie night. Since I had such a long weekend at work, we needed to spend some time together. But I made we had a bunch of leftover graham crackers from the camping trip that I mentioned a while ago. And I don't eat like graham crackers like that, so I made something with them. I made a cookie butter bar, but it's like graham cracker crust with chocolate and cookie butter just like spread throughout the whole thing. And dude, I've been killing it recently. It is such a good little just like treat. Oh Oh my god, I don't know why I did this to myself. The lamp is dry now, so I think the next step is to attach the tree itself so that we can go ahead and get that center point on there and built up so that I can let that sit overnight, and then use the same 2-part epoxy that I used to attach these together because it seems to be doing a really good job. Hi there! My neighbor who always comments on my plants is moving out, and she gave me a little, like, terrace thing for my plants. That was so sweet. Thank you, Sue. Good morning. If you would like to take a guess as to how long it's been since I have worked on the lamp, you may go ahead. I'll give you a couple seconds to answer. If you said 3 days, you would be wrong. It was 5. 5 days since I've last worked on this lamp. Just got busy with work. You know how it is. The only thing that I have left to do, though, ideally, is to paint it. Once the paint is done, I should just have to throw all of the things together. I will say the first time I epoxied the antlers to the lamp, I did not let it cure long enough. So I did indeed let it sit with the clamps on for the full 5 days. And it hasn't budged. So I think we're good there. Aside from that, I think I'm just going to spend the day painting and watching anime. Okay, but from a distance, you can barely tell that that's not antler. Just don't get too close. The only thing left to do now is to throw it all together. And I'm not going to show you that, so you'll have to wait for the reveal. I'm so excited that it's almost done. I love it so much. It's so cool. I'm almost jealous that I have to give this away. Like, this is possibly one of the coolest things I've ever done. I love, love, love this project. This was such a fun way to, like, spark creativity within my head, because the task I was given was, here are 2 antlers, do something with it. And it was such a full, like, creative journey with looking at the shapes, looking at the, like, organicness of them and trying to figure out, like, what I can do with it, what these remind me of. And is it, like, perfect? No. Like, there's resin drips everywhere. The, like, center of the base is wonky. You can see the line that the duck is hanging off of. By the way, did you like my surprise duck? He was so fun to make. I had so much fun making him. But no, it's not perfect, but I still love it. Like, it's just so cool to me. As a quick aside here, I realized in my outro that I did not mention the lack of the grasses and cattails. I did, in fact, put them on there when I was finishing everything up. And in fact, you can still see all of the holes from me putting them on there, but it just looked tacky. It looked bad. And I just decided to rip them all off. It just straight up looked like fake grass surrounding this deer, and the grass just didn't sit right. It wasn't super organic. So I decided to take it off, and I think it looks much better without it. This concept is so fun, and I might be making more lamps in the future now because this definitely sparked something. I guess I'll also mention that I've added felt to the bottom of the lamp. But yeah, I'm just so pleased with this project. And if you have something like antlers or a snakeskin or bones or something, or maybe you're not as weird as I am, and you have just like some sort of like weird material that you've been meaning to do something with, I highly recommend you try and just force yourself to make something out of it, because it turns out so cool on the other side. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you really enjoyed this. And actually, by the end of me filming this, we have quadrupled my subscriber count. So I would love to welcome you all to my channel, and I hope that you can stay and go through this wonderful journey with me. But for now, I'll see you next time.